Good evening everyone, the Foam Report here, another beer review tonight. Super excited for tonight's beer. I'm sure you guys will love it as well. It's going to look fantastic, it's going to taste fantastic. I'm just so excited to try it. And yeah, let's see how it is. Tonight's beer is the Berserker Sour by Dark Element Brew Co. Really excited to try this. This is my first beer by this brewery actually. I was meant to try their collaboration with Azvex, but I missed it. So yeah, this is my first beer by them. And yeah, I'm a massive fan of sours. Along my journey on this channel, you will see a lot of sours because that is my favourite beer style, particularly at the moment. And yeah, let's see how this one is. I imagine it's going to look really bright red, really thick. It's at 6%, so quite a nice level for a sour. Yeah, look at that colour. Yeah, nice. There's a little bit left over in the can. Look at that, completely opaque. Fantastic colour. Awesome stuff. Not quite as thick as you'd see on some of the Azvex smoothie sours, kind of the ridiculous thick sours. But yeah, really nice colour, nice thickness. Let's see how it smells. Yeah, fruity, boozy. I'm definitely getting the banana in there actually. So it has strawberry, banana, red currant, coconut and vanilla. Be interesting to see how the coconut works in there. That is a really cool looking flavour profile, so I imagine this is going to be great. I'm getting fresh strawberry and banana. It's almost like a strawberry and banana smoothie, which is my favourite, so this should be good. And I reckon the vanilla is really going to work in there as well. All right, trying to give it a taste. Ooh, fantastic. That is fantastic. I think one thing I'll say, a lot of the sours I've had recently haven't been too sour. This is the sort of level that you want to see. It is a perfect balance between really having a sharp effect on your tongue, to obviously actually being able to taste the flavours in there, and obviously being a little bit sweet at the same time. And this does that perfectly. To be honest, I can taste every single one of those flavours in there. The strawberry, it's almost like if you eat a strawberry that's not quite ripe yet, that's where the bitterness of that is coming from. That's what it reminds me of. The banana is really prominent. That's kind of the middle layer of this sour. The red currant as well. That's quite a sour fruit. So I think that's probably what is adding to the bitterness as well. The coconut, very subtle but delicious, and the vanilla as well. I think vanilla really works in a fruity sour. It cuts underneath to have a kind of a mellow aftertaste, which is at the same, it is sweet, but it kind of takes away from the fruitiness to give you kind of a more balanced aftertaste, if that makes sense, and that does really work in this. Yeah, I do really love when you can taste each one of the flavors that they say. It always seems to be the case where, you know, you might get a couple, but you say, oh, is there vanilla in that? But in this one, phenomenal. I can taste every single one. The more it kind of lingers on my tongue, the more I'm getting that red currant actually. Having eaten raw red currants before, I know the flavour, and this does really remind me of that. As I say, the banana is the nice middle layer in this, not overpowering. The strawberry and the red currant, I'd say you get first, but that red currant flavour is lingering. And definitely the coconut and the vanilla tend to be kind of as it dies down a little bit. Yeah, so really well balanced. 6% is a perfect ABV for a sour in my opinion. I've had some stronger ones which have been fantastic. I've had some weaker ones which have been fantastic, but I think the perfect level sits at about 6%. That's where I seem to try the best ones, and this one certainly is no different. Yeah, phenomenal as well. I know anyone who's watched Berserker or read Berserker, I'm not too sure if it is if it's been adapted into a TV show or anything for anime, but yeah, this is clearly reminiscent of that. Personally, I've not watched it, so if anyone has, please do let me know if it's worth a watch. But yeah, Dark Element Brew Co. as a first beer I've had from them. It is fantastic. I've seen this one, I picked it up in my local beer shop, and yeah, I knew I had to try it. So yeah, I'll give it my final sip on this. Yeah, as I say, my final word is, some sours these days aren't sour enough. You really want to have that lingering kind of back of the tongue. Obviously, you get the sourness at the back of your tongue. Your rear taste buds is where you actually feel the sour sensation. It's actually making my mouth water, is that sour, which I think that's what sours need to be. As I say, it mellows down into a sweeter, more manageable drink, but they really do need to have a hit of sourness to actually call it a sour, in my opinion. I've had a few that are just, like, they're smoothie sours, don't get me wrong, but they're just sweet. There's no sourness in them whatsoever. So yeah, I think this one really is spot on, and certainly a brewery, having tried this phenomenal beer, is one that I will go back to and try. So yeah, if I can get that Azvex collaboration, I can't remember what it's called, Dark Field, something like that, don't quote me on that, but yeah, I'm going to go back and try it if I can find one, because they've blown me away. And obviously they're standalone beers as well. I'm going to have to pick up a few. They've really impressed me based on this. So yeah, I do recommend you guys check this one out. And it's been a long week for some people, I'm sure. I'm sure a few people have had a few too many on New Year's Eve. So if you are drinking, I really hope you enjoy what you are trying. And yeah, hope to have another beer review tomorrow night. So please do check that one out. Don't forget to give me a like and a subscribe, and also to check out my Instagram as well. I always upload these to Instagram as well, so you have the nice aesthetic pictures on there. So yeah, please do check that out. And yeah, whatever you guys are drinking, cheers, enjoy.